Okay, I'm here with Garrett. Garrett's the owner of this fabulous Gypsy.
Let's get out of the sun.
What can you tell me about this car?
Let me set the stage by way of introduction. My name's Garrett. I own 22 British cars, ranging from a 1927 Morgan family three-wheeler to a new Bentley Bentayga,
Right.
and everything in between. Most of the cars I have are either classic and or very uncommon. Bear witness this Gypsy, which, as many of you I presume will readily recognize, is in fact a Defender, Land Rover Defender, and more so true than you might think, because there was a time when British Motor Corporation had both franchises. They made the two cars and just put different badges on them.
Let's walk over and have a look at this.
And it lasted for about, I think, a few years, where they, where it was the same car but a different badge.
Right.
As many of you, if you're looking at this, you already know early Land Rover Defenders are quite pricey. The Gypsy, relatively speaking, was less so. And I thought it's so unique and uncommon, I'd rather have this than the everyday Land Rover Defender.
Right.
I found it with a walnut farmer, him and his buddy up in Northern California. I think it was Chico. 80 acres of walnuts, and he had 3 of these.
No kidding. Do you have any idea how long he owned it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
But he had 3 of them, so
yeah,
he was a
he
collector
and
as
his
well.
buddy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find one for sale anywhere, so I joined the Gypsy Club in England and put an ad in their little modest newsletter.
Oh, okay.
And,
So that's how you found it.
And this guy up in Northern California said, I got 3 of them. I'm happy to dispose of one of them. He even delivered it to my house.
Garrett, what's the UC Berkeley?
Oh,
up
I'm a
there?
criminologist. I went to UC Berkeley in the 60s.
Oh my goodness.
Bachelor's, master's, doctorate law. 9 years of Berkeley in the 60s. Keep smiling. And all in criminology. So I worked as a federal agent for a while and then in academia.
Fascinating.
The other thing interesting about this, and it makes a point, you'll notice there's no gear shift knob. Allow me to demonstrate. My son, who's also a car guy, he bought this for a joke. Okay,
Right.
I know, friggin' stupid. Okay, when we decided to sell, I took it off and I called him. He's in Connecticut. He didn't know where he put the original. Here's the sweet story. Yesterday morning, I'm not BSing, I emailed 2 guys in the British Gypsy Club, and I asked them, do you guys have a spare knob? I got an answer within 24 hours, and the knob is in the mail. I swear to God. In fact,
So it's going to have an original
gear
shift knob.
Originally, I got 2 of them.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to drive this without a knob on it, but
That's probably simpler. That's pretty raw without the
that
knob.
could be an experience.
The only
in,
other thing, let me just show how candid I am as a criminologist, former federal agent. The only thing I don't have, and I should, because I know how to do this, I don't know how to repair engines. Just to back off the bragging, my car interest is exclusively aesthetic, and I'm not understating my talent. The other thing I don't have, it can use a crank. You see the big hole?
Okay.
And I never got around to find, that was the only item these guys didn't have.
Right.
And apparently, a little footnote for a follow-up for whomever, the crank is the same as an Austin Healey.
Oh, okay.
Which seems kind of odd, but I guess not. Anyway, to acknowledge limitations. The other thing I never figured out, there's a funky thing hanging from the back where the trailer hitch is.
Okay.
And I've been told it's the official hookup for the right trailer hitch for a 1960 Gypsy.
Okay.
You'll see it later. It's a little red funky thing hanging
Yeah,
on
we'll
a
have that
chain.
videoed. Excellent. So we're going to take this car for a drive. Is there anything more you can tell us about it in terms of like what have you done with the car since you own it?
I'm the earlier disclaimer. I'm not into engines. I'm lucky if I can find it. But I have very talented people. With 22 cars, I have people, one of them is here today with me.
Right.
Shall I say, a personal mechanic.
Right.
a fellow who had
50 years of experience with British
yeah,
cars.
yeah, owned a British car repair place in Fullerton for decades. So yes, someone able and willing and affordable, to be candid.
Right.
And so in fact, he's the one who's going to drive it because I find it really a challenge to drive.
All right.
In fact, at the risk of sounding a little too personal, if you're wondering, I'm selling this and 12 other cars.
Wow.
I'm 80. I got macro degeneration in one eye and serious cataracts in the other.
Oh, goodness.
So driving around town at some point is not going to be a choice I get to make.
This one's not going to be easy to drive, but we're going to do it.
Yeah, this thing, I have a 1958 Beardmore London taxi, which we will soon be putting up on BAT.
Oh,
That's
fantastic.
cumbersome, okay?
Right.
This thing times 10.
Right. All right, well, let's take it for a drive.
Do our viewers?
Oh, wait, one other thing. Here's the
Oh, yeah.
the top frame and the original canvas
To
top.
explain,
Yeah.
this top comes off,
Right.
and you put the canvas top on if that's
Right.
your mood.
Okay, great. Excellent. This looks like it's in really good shape as well. And these panels here obviously go with it.
When I bought it, the canvas top was on. I preferred the hard top, so I don't remember the configuration. I think those go over the two doors,
Okay.
so the rain doesn't come
Yeah.
in. But
Sounds like it's probably
given
about
the
right.
configuration.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Garrett.
Oh, and the license plate.
Right. Oh, goodness.
Talk about good luck.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
That's
I
quite
couldn't
a
believe
custom little
the
install
Gipsy
there.
was available.
That's
It's
fantastic.
authentic.
Oh, one other thing here. These this documentation you have here. Did you accumulate all of this after
Again,
you purchased it?
Again, the other throwaway line. I don't know how to fix the engine.
And I
but
see we have some
given my,
explosives in here, right?
Academic history. I know how to go online to eBay in England and find all of this. In
Fantastic.
fact, that's one of my pleasures, is tracking this stuff down and buying it.
Wonderful. And that looks like a working jack.
Yeah.
back
Oh,
there.
I'm sorry. Also, to clarify, some people may not know, that apparatus there mounts the spare tire,
Oh.
which I have.
Okay.
It bolts right in. I thought it looked a little funky.
We have a tow hitch we're going to photograph later too. And this
Yes,
thing you were talking about that's
actually,
hanging down,
I
that's
can't remember why I bought it. Maybe for car shows, but I have a new in the box tow. What's it called? Tow bar.
right.
Yeah.
Got it. Garrett, you were saying that you exercise these cars.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Given the earlier comment, which is an admission, I don't know how to fix anything. I don't even want to learn. I'm just being upfront about it. So therefore, and I religiously, every 3 weeks, all 22, he's one of the people who does it. I have 3 people who take him out. We don't go far, but we get him cooking.
Good.
Every 3, and I have this all written down. Again,
Yeah.
some of this is sort of
I've
anal.
seen you do it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah, and I do have. I have a total of 5 people, depending on which car.
Right.
That I pay them. I mean,
Right.
but they're also actually they've evolved into social friends.
Right.
So they come to the house.
And then you guys all have lunch.
Then we all go out to lunch.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It makes it fun, frankly.
Well, it's
Yeah.
all fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.